de facto, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this? How about that? Pay attention to wax. You're free to see what that's like. And that's why we need to take
All right, guys, Ian Anderson and Corey Merle. We're back with some more 2017 Memorial Championships. Corey, we got a new course today.
Yep, out at Fiesta Lakes in Mesa, Arizona. Beautiful course, a little short for these guys, so it's going to be interesting to see them really trying to attack today.
Cool, man. Quick thank to all our sponsors, especially MVP, and all our Patreon supporters, Corey.
Oh, absolutely, man. That is my favorite way of supporting, dude. It really brings people together and makes them feel like part of it.
Yeah, man, and you can donate as little as $1 a month, and it makes you a good person when you do that. You know?
That's true. That's fact.
Yep, it is. Cool looking course here, though, Corey.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, it's a little short, but it's very scenic. At the end of the day, it's park golf, but there's water. There are some long holes, very manicured. It's fun.
And how about this lead card we got, Corey?
Oh, man. Simon, Nate, Eagle, Cale. You know what I call this, Ian?
What's that?
Revenge of the Chumps. We're coming for Nate.
Love it, man. Love it. All right, Corey, tell us about hole one. Little triple Mando. Did I see that right?
Exactly, triple Mando. And you'll notice the feet is only 192, so very short. They had to do something to make it playable.
Oh, sure, huh?
Should be noted, the winds are gusting right now.
Whoa, they are, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Simon getting some a lovely little trickle right there.
Yeah, he's really looking to put it together after a really solid first round.
Yeah, looks like Nate's forehand in that Sexton Firebird.
Yeah, this course, it really sets up for a nice sidearm player. A lot of left to right finishes.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Eagle also going forehand.
Little skipper. Yeah, real low.
For sure. Should be a bird. And Cale. If you haven't heard my Cale story, at GBO, my umbrella blew out of its handle. 300 feet down the fairway. And Cale's like, I got you, man, and charged after it. So I'm forever a huge Cale fan. So
I know we say this a lot, but he's genuinely a super nice guy.
He really, really is, for sure.
Like, he's so cool.
Yep. Big fan. Great fan of that putt right there by Nate Sexton. Eagle dropping in as well, and we should be starting off a little star frame, Corey.
Yeah, as we should.
Yeah.
Standing at the tee, it's honestly kind of comical of a tournament this size, and it's like, oh, it's that basket?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But, because it forces you to make that two. It's basically a part two, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the clown's mouth, I didn't really see anybody miss it. I saw a few cards tee off, and it's just a pretty straightforward, straight sidearm.
Cool. All right. Everybody tied except for Cale, one back of that. We're going to take us to hole two, Corey. What's the game plan?
Hole two, elevated tee pad, as you're going to see from this drone footage.
Cool.
330 feet. Like a nice little flex sidearm route, because you got to make that double Mando right there.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Always, again, big thanks to Jomez Pro for the drone footage. Can't thank
absolutely.
those guys enough.
There's every drone footage I see from them, they're getting better and better. It's so
really
cool.
are.
Yeah.
Looking great. All right, looks like Simon has your flex forehand in mind, Corey.
Yeah, it really is the play off the tee here.
Ooh, that looks spicy.
Too spicy? Yeah.
Just a touch. Ooh, that's a bad roll.
Yeah, it just wouldn't stop rolling. I couldn't get it in frame.
Simmer. Let's see if Nate can get a little bit closer with the Sexton Firebird.
I have to assume that he's stepping up, looking to two it. This is kind of just a throw it hard and let it flex.
Yeah. Got that big fade at the end he didn't quite want, though. Have a longer putt. Eagle. Also going flex forehand. Huh.
Yeah, I just kind of sawed it off a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of the opposite problem from Simon and Nate.
Exactly.
Cale doesn't throw a ton of backhand. Or, sorry, forehand's going to go backhand. Ooh, if it stays clean, it works. Oh, it almost did.
Mm-hmm.
So here's Cale from like 55. Scared it a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it a bit. It's a relatively safe go. It slants up after the basket, so you're not really worried about a roll away.
Oh, sure. Eagle gave it a chance, but not so much. Nate. Ooh. Almost
giving it a go. Yeah, with the dart.
Super floaty. Simon Lizotte, Corey.
Oh, spin putter extraordinaire, man. Getting it to stick.
I love his putt.
It's so fun to watch. It's like very low energy, but it has so much trajectory.
Yeah, he was talking about this in the bag. He likes those D-line P2s because once they get beat in, they're really glidey.
Oh yeah, speaking my language, that's what I put with.
Oh, is it really? Oh, nice, dude.
Yep.
A really great throwing putter, too.
Absolutely, specifically in S-line too.
Exactly. Everybody else dropping in pars. Simon getting a stroke on the card and taking a lead, Corey.
Yeah, that's 2 down after 2. These first few holes are definitely birdie holes. It starts to lengthen a little bit in the back and kind of at holes 5 and 6, but strike early, strike often.
Cool. Tell us about hole 3.
336 feet. Kind of similar to that last shot you saw where you're throwing a sidearm that kind of skipping to the right at the end. You'll see the pin, though, on that elevated kind of cement plateau.
Interesting.
Definitely a tricky green.
Yeah. Like Simon is lining up that forehand. Ooh, that's wide.
Yeah, a little too much stank on that one.
Still going to have a look, kind of? A little bit.
Yeah, as I say, it's one of those holes that kind of no matter where you finish, you're always going to have a look.
Yeah. I look like Sexton went with an X-Cal right there.
That is what it is.
Yeah. Whoa. Ooh. That's an X-Cal skip for you right there.
You're coming in hot.
It sure was. Good jukes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And, Eagle. It looks like a PD2.
Yeah, and this is like 3 straight sidearms from all of our, sidearm competitors here. Cale obviously is predominantly backhand, but you're going to see that a lot today.
Yep. Cale looks like he's throwing some kind of mid right here.
Yeah, something floaty and straight. Just trying to have it check up before that downslope.
Ooh, well done.
Yeah, very much so. Hard to ask for anything more at the backhand.
Yeah. Nate going to try and float another one in. Nah, he's just laying up, wasn't he?
I think that might have been a little chumped.
Yep. Brutal. Simon gave that a chance. Gonna have to make a comebacker for his par. Eagle has a pretty good look for it, too. And he capitalizes.
Very nice putt. That was very sloped downhill after the basket.
Yeah. Cale with a good putt up right there for 2 as well. Match an eagle. Simon makes his comebacker. And I'm sure Nate will do the same.
Yeah, he should be right there. Yep.
So Simon falling back to eagle. And now it's like Cale's going to tie Nate. I got that right.
Yeah, good memory.
Nailed it. All right, Corey. We're going to take us to hole 4. What are we doing, boss?
Hole 4 playing. It plays straight, but there is a little bit of elevation right off the tee. You're just trying to maybe miss that little undulation in the ground. 258 feet though, so it's not a power shot at all. It's a finesse, like straight to left finish with a mid.
Okay. And that was that a double mando I saw?
Yes. It's pretty early though. It doesn't really come into play that much.
Okay.
It's still the same shot.
Eagle throwing an MD3 that didn't flip up quite enough for him, but still gets pretty close. Cale also throwing a mid. This course is so different from Fountain Hills, man.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like so. It's short and attackable, whereas Fountain Hills is like, especially the front nine, is so treacherous.
Yeah. There's Simon. Also didn't get the flip he wanted or something.
Yeah, just kind of stuck into that tree.
Nate gonna go flex forehand with the Sexton Firebird. Oh.
Yeah.
Simon up first with the birdie looks.
Just airball.
Yeah. Nate from just marginally closer. Oh, Nate.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta want it, Corey.
You do, man.
Yeah.
You do.
Eagle?
Not happy.
No, just a little too much pro side there.
Simon.
Oh, no. Gotta get that one.
Yeah, repeat of hole 16 yesterday. Just a pretty basic hole that he ended up 3-putting.
Yeah, I believe it's a stroke on the card for Cale.
Yeah, and 2 on Simon.
Oh, you're right, huh? That was a par putt for Simon that he missed. Eagle and Nate cleaning up pars. There's the bogey for Simon. I think we got Cale and Eagle winning now.
Yeah, Cale and Eagle at 13, and then the other two guys over there at 12.
Yeah, a little.
God, I can't get used to seeing Nate with a beard, dude. It is just uncomfortable.
Huge thanks to our title sponsor out here at Memorial, the MVP, for bringing us out there. Can't thank enough, Corey.
Dude, absolutely. Just making it possible to get to all these big tournaments. Just stoked to be involved with them, dude. I'm glad they're on the scene.
Yeah, great company, doing great things for the sport for sure. We're on to hole 5, par 3, 267. Looks just dead straight, Corey.
Pretty much. All you're really contesting with are these 4 trees right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Cale opting for the big wide route. Oh, man, card in front of us. Philo is on it.
Mm-hmm.
100% dead center in the chains. Spit back out. Ace.
Just Philo things.
Exactly. Hey, you win some, you lose some. You can't always hit the albatross shot.
I know, man. I think he saved all his luck for that albatross shot, and then he's just empty now. He's got to build it back up a little bit.
Poor guy, yeah.
Eagle came up quite a bit short there. Nate, he's loving that Sexton Firebird today, just all day.
I'm telling you, this course is really set up for a good sidearm player.
Mm-hmm. He hit a tree there. Simon going with the Spike Heiser over the trees. Looks to be a little bit short as well. Whoa.
It did not hit me. Michael Downs is there. PDJ Rules official can confirm.
Yeah. You'd never let that happen. Come on.
Nah.
Yeah. Eagle just laying up for a par smartly with that OB sidewalk behind. Nate has a better look to attack it from. But
Give it a
go.
go.
Too.
Yeah.
Cale from just outside this. Oh, Cale Leiviska.
Boom, buddy.
Giggity. What a putt.
That was big time, man. He was really pinned right behind that tree.
Yeah. Really awkward putt, too. Simon. My friend.
Man, the putting strokes seemed to be on early in the round, but these last 2 holes have just been struggling.
It did, right? He made a really good putt there.
Yeah.
Just kind of up and down. You know, it's to be expected after 6 months off. You know, he's not playing a lot of disc, and I'm sure, getting used to tournaments again and whatnot, so...
Yeah, he's got that knee brace on. I'm curious if that's impeding his movement at all, if it's just support.
Yeah. It doesn't look super structural, so it's probably just kind of holding everything in there at least a little bit. But with Cale with that putt, taking the lead, I like to see it. We're on hole 6, par 3, 570, Corey. What?
Yeah, 570, huge par 3. But at the end of the day, it has an elevated tee pad. It is reachable. Big rollers or a huge flex shot off the tee can get it there.
Are we going to see a Sexton roller? I love Sexton rollers.
Oh, if it's 570, it's going to be a Sexton roller.
Dig it. All right, well, Cale should be teeing off first. Don't see him throw too many rollers, but I'm sure he's got it in the arsenal. See what he opts for. Yep, bear shot.
Yep, just clean, pure down the center.
Yeah. Well done. Wow.
Yeah, I know. It just seems so casual. That was like 480 casual.
Very dick. Eagle lining up a roller, it looks like.
Yeah, trying to get way over on it.
A little too turned over.
Yeah, it's going to be early up into that fence.
So you can't really go OB there over there, can you?
So that's what we thought.
Oh?
You'll see in a bit where his lie actually is. So
what?
There's a specific. We'll get to that in just 1 minute.
Okay. That looked terrible out of Nate's hands, but what is it doing right here?
All he said is get lucky, get lucky, get lucky. Now he's like,
all right.
I guess that's lucky.
That was really lucky. Looking like my roller game right there. Simon? Ooh.
Just pumping it out there.
Man. What I wouldn't give to be able to throw Simon far, Corey.
Well, it's just not going to happen for me, man.
That ship has sailed, and and to be honest, was never even built.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So this is where Eagle's disc lies.
What?
The concrete is the line.
No.
So it is sitting upright outside of the concrete.
So he's OB?
He's OB.
How incredibly unlucky.
That is exactly. That's got to be one of the most unlucky shots I've ever seen.
Dang, poor dude. Well, he's pitching up for 3, going to be taking a 4. Here is Nate after that incredibly lucky roller. They got the opposite sides of the roller luck coin right there.
Yeah.
What? Simon's putting is all over the place.
Simon can only hit from outside the circle.
Oh my goodness. Ooh, a little replay action. I dig it. Well done.
Big time.
Simon. Love watching that guy.
He's a born showman.
He really is, isn't he? 100% pure entertainment. Eagle cleans up the 4. That unfortunate OB. Nate with the par, and Cale with the par as well.
Yeah, no shame in a 3. I really only saw 2 people to it while I was there, and it was Ricky giant roller, and then that air shot with throw-in.
Okay, wow. Really well done by Simon. Very impressive. Cale still holds on to a 1-stroke lead. Eagle and Nate are 1 back of that. And we're on to hole 7, par 4, 741. Looks like another roller opportunity, Corey?
Yes, definitely could be a roller opportunity. Now, it's a tight ceiling, so it has to be like a low line drive into a roller. But the preferred shot is just laying it up left into this fairway and then attacking on your second shot over this lake.
Sure.
It should be noted, though, man, 741, but there really is no way to get more than maybe 400 on your drive, 450. So this is definitely a tough par 4. This is no joke.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty dangerous green there, sloped right into the pond as well. Ooh, Simon laying down the roller.
Oh, looked good.
And it caught a tree. Cale? Oh, okay.
A little bit more turned over than he'd like, but that's generally the shot you're going to see. Either that or that straight up the gut shot.
Did he get far enough to get around the corner?
For the most part, yes. I mean, not where you ideally want, but he was out of the trees.
Okay. Solid forehand from Nate. Should be able to throw another forehand, get to the basket.
Exactly. It sets up nice for a sidearm up to the basket.
Yeah. Eagle.
Ripping one, man.
Yeah, he really throws sidearms far and hard. PD2, kind of an awkward spot up there, though, Corey.
Yeah, not the best footing. That hill, it's not really like it's all grass either. It's kind of... No!
Ooh.
Too much stank.
Yeah, put a little too much ante on that one. Eagle with the forehand roller second shot. I dig this, always.
I like it, but it is a little aggressive with that lake over there.
Yeah. He stays safe, at least.
Flirting with the geese.
Yep. Canada geese are jerks anyway. Cale Leiviska, a really nice drive.
A little too turned over again.
A little too safe. Yeah, should make for an easy 4 at least, though. And looks like Nate is going X-Cal. The ones from Avery's basement. Uh-oh.
No.
That one should have stayed in Avery's basement.
That was not ideal. Definitely not what he was looking for. A little too aggressive from the champ.
Yeah.
I guess the talker of the champs.
Yes, exactly. There is his 4th shot with the Sexton Firebird. Hopefully he should be able to clean up a 5 at least. Dangerous putt, though. This is Simon's 4th. Also looking to salvage a 5.
Yeah, good up.
And we're looking at Eagles 3rd here, Corey?
Yeah, just whipping that C-line P2, hoping it sticks. It does.
Yeah, should be close enough. We're also looking at Cale's 3rd. Sit. Did it?
It's...
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nate with a very scary putt for 5, and I think the water got in his head a little bit there.
I think a lot of things got into his head. He threw straight into the water, and yeah, he was not looking to do that again.
Yeah. Eagle cleans up a nice 4. Simon clean up a 5. And Nate gonna, I believe, for a 6 here?
Yep, 6 on the par 4. Yeah, it's not like it's 6 on a par 3, so it's only +2, but still, not great on the scorecard.
Yeah, not Cale with the par. This is a legit par 4, Corey.
That's what I'm saying. It requires 2 great shots.
Yeah. It's a great, not a okay great shot. Par 4.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cale building that lead after Nate with a little bit of stumble along with Simon. He's got 2 strokes on eagle. And it'll take us to hole 8, par 3, 348. Where are we going?
Right under that clump of trees.
Okay.
So it's generally a backhand hole. It does bait you into that forehand. From the tee, the basket's visible, and there's nothing on your left side over that water.
Oh, gotcha. That is enticing, isn't it? But also quite dangerous.
Now, the backhand's dangerous, too. You're going to see a lot of shots kind of trickle right down by water's edge.
Very fair. Cale, as he's primarily a backhand guy, is going that route. That looks wide enough to stay safe. Hopefully. Oh, wow.
Shoot, boop, boop.
Oh my goodness.
It's very hard pan down there. Oh my gosh, eagle hit in the bush.
It did eagle things, though, and fought through. When you throw it that hard, Corey.
Yeah, that helps.
Yep. That's going to be a really scary putt right at the water. Going to have to make a decision. Simon with a little more inside line than eagle, but that needs to sit down. Oh, far enough.
Stop.
Oh.
Oh
Pins and needles
God.
watching this hole, Corey.
For real. It just filters down so quickly to that water.
Yeah. Nate goes the forehand route. Actually,
It's safe.
It turned out to be safer, like you said.
Yeah.
But this putt is not safe at all.
It's sad.
It did it? Oh,
It's sad.
oh my goodness. Eagle
Wow.
with a good birdie putt under scary conditions.
I was just gonna say, man, that's a tester and a half.
Cale came up in a really great spot,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you can get that backhand to filter all the way down without going in the water, you're putting right back at the basket.
For sure. Simon with a similar look after Nate cleans up the par. There you go, Simon. That was 3 birdies on a pretty scary hole.
Yeah, definitely one I wouldn't want to play in a casual round. I feel like I would lose lots of discs in a hole.
Definitely. Cale still got that lead. Gonna take us to the last hole of part 1. Hole 9, par 3, 270. 270, they better be getting this one.
Yeah, this one's a little dinker. Really, your only trouble is that green short. I believe there is OB like way past it, but it doesn't really come into play. It's more to protect, I think, the other players.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, just pretty straightforward sidearm skip up the hill, unless you're Cale.
Wow, Cale. His mid-game is on point.
So touched. Here's Eagle from the B-cam look. Unfortunately, A-cam look didn't pan out, but he parked it.
That shot did.
Yeah.
Simon turning over an MD3, it looks like. Needs to sit. Oh, that'll work.
Yeah, that grass is pretty grabby by the pin.
It is, isn't it? Nate going back to that trusty Sexton Firebird.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Just left it short.
Yeah. That's still well within Nate's Sexton range, though. Should be banging this one.
That was Nate Sexton range pre-chump.
Yeah. Nate. Oh, man.
Yep.
That's one he wants back for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, he couldn't quite get the stroke working early.
Yeah.
You know?
Everybody else going to be carding birdies, though. Nate's losing more strokes. So that's like 4 strokes in 2 holes, 4 or 5, depending on who you are.
Yeah, not ideal. I mean, he's just parring his way through.
Yeah, hope he can he'll get it back going, though. He's a great player.
Yeah, and there's definitely attackable holes.
Mm-hmm. All right, there it is after part 1. Cale with 2-stroke lead over Eagle and Simon. Nate hanging around. And Corey will be back for part 2 shortly. Everybody, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.